Hi, sorry to interrupt. My name's Fowler. I was told you might be passing through. I represent the Republic here, and I thought we could chat. I thought the military might lend me a hand. Unofficially, anyway.
If you're a Republic representative, sir, why would it be unofficial?
Here's the thing. I'd rather not do this by holocommunicator. I've got a little, embassy in downtown Anchorhead. Swing on by. I promise you it's worthwhile.
You're playing it awfully vague.
Look, if you're not interested, I'm not gonna force you. But this isn't some local trouble. This is bigger. Fowler out.
Leave me alone! I haven't done anything to you!
You stole corporate documents, Camus. Zerka doesn't take industrial sabotage lightly.
Contact. Military subject, likely armed.
You know the drill. No survivors, no leaks.
I'm an officer in the Republic Army. Stand down, now.
Sorry, soldier. Today is not your day. Open fire!
Is it safe? Are they dead?
Don't worry. You're safe.
I thought I was dead for sure. I've gotta... Whew, breathing. Just keep breathing. My name is Camus Orden. I used to be an accountant. My company sent those men to kill me. It's a Zerka Corporation severance package.
What happened in here? Come on, Camus. You know how I feel about corpses in my workspace.
You were supposed to be here. You swore I'd be protected.
Sorry, Camus. As an official Republic representative, I have to at least look like I'm being diplomatic with the locals.
You're the man I spoke to earlier. Care to explain?
Huh. I take it you saved Camus? Thanks. You're probably catching on that we're a bit understaffed, and that I'm not really a bureaucrat.
It took you a month to tell me that.
This is a Republic Strategic Information Service project, a covert operation. It's a major assignment. Mystery, corporate scandal, and incredibly dangerous tech, with a lot of lives on the line. You could make all the difference.
Give me a briefing, sir, and I'll get the job done.
That makes this my lucky day. Tatooine's, too. This all started when Camus forwarded some Zerka Corporation documents to his local Republic security office. Now, we've been watching Zerka a while. They buried a lot of scandals, done a lot of dirty deals, but this was something special.
The documents were mixed in with old expense reports. They described a billion-credit research facility for the study of a Type 7 device.
Type 7 device being Zerka shorthand for device capable of eliminating a planetary population.
A corporation has a weapon that can destroy a planet?
Destroy a planet? Or maybe just kill everyone on it. Makes a difference to the right kind of megalomaniac. Turns out they abandoned the project decades ago. We're lucky to know the facility was here on Tatooine. So Camus and I came to find whatever doomsday device Zerka had and keep them from burying the evidence. And us.
Why would Zerka leave behind such an expensive project?
From what we could find, sounds like the device went haywire, and Zerka bailed rather than try and clean it up. Now, clues to Zerka's operation have been extremely hard to come by. Impossible, as a matter of fact. We've got one avenue left, but it's too dangerous for Camus or me. An old compound Zerka used as a staging area.
I'll assault and seize the compound immediately, sir.
Easy there, soldier. We just need someone to get inside and look around. After Zerka left, the compound was taken over by a gang of Gamorrean raiders who, I discovered, don't appreciate visitors. Still, judging by these dead guys here, you might be able to push past the Gamorreans and search Zerka's old storage archives. Gather any data left.
That sounds easy enough.
Be careful. Finding the files that Zerka left in that compound is important, but don't get killed.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
What do you say? Do we have a deal? Marvelous. I have absolutely no idea what you just said, my indelicate friend, but marvelous.
Sir, intruders!
Well, you don't look like you're part of Shurg's little Gamorrean clan.
Are you with Zerka Corporation?
Oh, indeed. So let me guess. You're here because of Camus, hmm? That little rat does know how to squeak. Of course, I can't have you interrupting my deal. I'd murder you myself, but that's just not possible right now.
Who are you? What are you?
Well, that's a bit personal. Maybe another time. The rest of you can deal with this interruption. I'll be in touch later.
I'll feel a lot better when we change bases, Fowler. I don't like this.
You say that now, but just wait until you see the real desert. Hey, look who's back, and alive. You able to find anything?
I found your data, along with Gamorreans and a Zerka strike team.
Blast. Guess they must be one step ahead of us.
Master Fowler? It looks like there's a call coming in.
Why, hello everyone. Master Fowler, Master Orden. And my little visitor from the Gamorrean hideout. Especially nice to see you again. You're doing well, I hope.
This man led the Zerka team I encountered.
Not a friendly face, then.
Since I didn't get the chance before, I thought I'd formally introduce myself. I am Gaiam Lexende, here on behalf of Zerka Corporation.
I know that name.
I understand that the Republic is disputing Zerka's property rights. I've come to Tatooine to retrieve our belongings, including Camus Orden.
That man is under military protection.
I'm so very sorry to hear that. Zerka will take any actions necessary to protect its interests. And I assure you, our representatives in the Senate can excuse any incidents.
Lexende. They say he's the son of an executive. He's supposed to run the company's special enforcement branch.
Rich boy who took up wet works as a hobby. Up to his neck in cybernetics. Good news is, Zerka wouldn't have sent him if we were on the wrong track. He wants to keep us from the old facility. Look, Camus and I could use some time to review this data, but I still need you. If you're heading into the desert, give me a call.
I started this mission. I intend to finish it.
You can reach me from a secure line at one of the militia bases. We'll talk soon. Looking good. Glad you could check in. We're getting ready to ship out of Anchorhead. See if we can pick up any signals from the old Zerka base. In the meantime, we got a new lead. Camus hit the jackpot in those files you lifted from the Gamorreans.
Something about the research facility?
One of the files was a personnel listing. It named everyone who worked at Zerka's Tatooine facility.
Most of the employees are long gone, but one stayed on planet after the Zerka base was abandoned. If we can find him, he might be able to tell us where the facility was, what the device is.
Maybe we could make Lexende back off.
Probably not, but sure. His name is Gromit Kurtzon. For a while he was something of a drifter, finally bought a little moisture farm.
You think he'll cooperate with us?
Hard to say. He was a security officer back in the day, but that doesn't tell us much. My big worry is that Lexende and his enforcement squad will get to Gromit first. Try to keep him quiet.
I'll make sure the asset is protected.
I'm learning to trust your word. By the time you're through investigating Gromit, we'll be set up at our new forward base.
We will?
From there, we can scout the Zerka facility itself. Soon as you find anything, come out and meet us.
20 more minutes until I'm leaving. Then the doors are closing, Walner. I love you like a brother, but the doors have to close, huh? You weren't here before. You came all the way out to my farm to fix my machines?
I'm here about Zerka, your old employer.
Zerka? No, my corporate credit has expired. It's just me now. I started to think you wouldn't come. Most shops think it's too dangerous out here. But the Sand People, they keep bashing my vaporators. Lizards chew up my guns and alarms. This place used to be a fortress, but I just can't fix things anymore.
Talk to me. Is it just failing equipment, or is trouble coming?
I don't know. I can't figure out why it's breaking. And my rifle misses. And the creatures get closer every day. You can fix my home, though. Didn't I send the credits to Anchorhead? That's why you're here.
Let's say I'm here to repair your farm. Why don't you explain what you need?
It's the vaporators, and the perimeter sensors, and the emergency guns. They need fixing. I think it was the Sand People. I have the parts, it's just I'm scared to leave my home without the sensors working. It's shameful, I know. The console. It says you fixed everything. You really fixed it. Back before, I could have done it myself. Not so much anymore.
Even old soldiers are allowed to retire.
You're a good one. You should be proud. It's good, honest work, fixing farms. You know, I used to be a security guard for Zerka, but they've been gone for years now. They left me alone, and I've stayed by myself.
Zerka's involved in something that threatens Republic security. I need some answers.
The Republic? All right. The scientists' project, it was all secret. Zerka never told us what was in that cave. When it all went wrong, I had to lock up the base, leave the others behind. I left the desert and the horrors and went to Anchorhead.
What horrors? What happened to the facility?
Something attacked us from inside. I don't remember.
I think that's enough from the old man, don't you?
You're Zerka. I recognize your uniform.
Pity the sun's dulled his brain, but then I suspect he was never too bright. Yes, Gromik, I'm with Zerka.
You're lucky I can't trace your comm signal.
Believe me, it wouldn't do you any good. Zerka found out about Gromik a while ago. We disabled his perimeter sensors and waited to see if anyone would come.
You broke my moisture vaporators.
Those two, yes. May I continue? Our honeypot seems to have caught a few flies, and now I'm free to murder you and the old man together.
You think you can take me?
I'm speaking to you from an airship 2 kilometers above ground. I can target you with turbo lasers and drop droids on your little heads. The advantage is mine.
We have to get to shelter. Follow me. He can't get to us here. We'll be safe.
Well, that was exciting. I'm disappointed I didn't get to fry you, but I can settle for your asphyxiation. Enjoy being buried alive, my friends. Enjoy.
He's wrong. He's wrong. First, here. This is a cache. The Zerka files I hid years ago. I buried them all over the desert, and this is the first batch. You can have them.
I didn't mean to involve you with Zerka again.
You heard the hologram? Zerka's trying to kill me now. I don't owe them anything. And my friends from the base, they can't be hurt. Now, I had an escape planned when I built this place. There's a back entrance to take you outside.
You can't just stay here.
Go on. I need to rest a while. I need to wait until they stop watching my farm. If you want the other files on Zerka, you'll find them in the desert. Just don't let them get away with this.
Try to appreciate the scenery, Camus. Most people never get to visit a place like this.
This is a horrible place. No wonder Zerka built their base in the Dune Sea. No one would ever want to look for it here.
He'll adjust. How was your visit to Old Man Gromik?
Take a look at what I found.
These are official Zerka records from Secret Weapons Division 7.
Schematics, survey maps. Looks like Gromik came through for us. Don't go anywhere. I think we're gonna need you. All right. we should be able to determine a rough location of the base from these charts. Problem is, the sands have shifted over the last few decades. We'll need some geo readings to determine the facility's exact coordinates.
What does taking these readings involve?
The data isn't hard to get, in theory. I can give you a field scanner that'll dip into the sand, put us on track. But a lot of this territory is unexplored. Locals talk about sand people communities, crate dragons the size of starships.
There's nothing out there a well-aimed blaster can't take down.
Can't argue with that. If you take readings in a couple of places, I can figure out the base location. Meet me back here when you're done. Take it slow and be careful. Still a few minutes before those scans are processed. What about...
Hey, look who made it back.
Bad news, Fowler. That reading was a Zerka listening post.
Blast! Lexende must have set it up. Now the cyborg freak has our data. Zerka can find their lost base as easily as we can.
Zerka abandoned that base. Does it really matter if they find it now?
We assumed Zerka came to keep us out of the facility. Maybe we were mistaken. Maybe they want what they left behind.
Gromik's files. We saw some things.
Yeah. Turns out Zerka didn't come to Tatooine to build or test the device. They found it here, underground, an artifact powerful enough to wipe out a planet, just buried in the desert.
Disaster struck and they left it behind.
That's what I'm thinking. Camus, has the computer cross-referenced the scans with Gromik schematics?
Yes? It looks like the main entrance is a few kilometers away. What about the door codes?
There's a bunch of relay towers around the base. They'll have a mess of data, the codes, along with old communications. Downloading everything from the relay towers will allow you to get into that base and destroy the device. It can't fall into the wrong hands.
We don't even know what the device does.
Zerka saw it as a doomsday weapon. That's enough.
Be careful in the base, in case they left traps, or if Lexende finds you.
That'll do, Camus. Time to let professionals finish the job.
Dr. Sopran here. We've finished our initial catalog of the cave artifacts, which register as over 20,000 years old. You think that would narrow down the possible creators, wouldn't you? There weren't many societies capable of space travel in that period. But I can't find any society or species that fits these criteria. Even Gree technology isn't comparable. Anyway, Dr. Lyric and I will study the primary device and assign lesser relics to the others to keep them busy. Hopefully we'll find something useful. Zerka's going to make a fortune off this stuff if we can figure it out. End log.
This is Director Antaean speaking. As you know, workers' safety is one of Zerka's top priorities, and we take accidents seriously. Therefore, due to concerns surrounding studies of the device, we are implementing a new policy. Anyone wishing to perform a physical inspection of the device must get written authorization from myself and Dr. Daigo. Research using droids and remote scanners may continue normally. Please note that this does not affect our division's overall schedule.
I want my concerns on the record before more people get hurt. I'm worried about the device. Its energy readings keep fluctuating, and it appears to be trying to link with the lesser artifacts. I think it's a weapon, maybe a bomb. Sopran's theory about it being a Gree Enclave creation are inane. We've already got evidence of an ancient alien civilization visiting Tatooine, and they weren't Gree. We've seen similar technology in the Kashyyyk Shadowlands. I'm sure the Infinite Empire is tied to the device's origins, no matter what anyone says, and I'm tired of being ignored.
Well, Dr. Lyric is gone. He's put in for a transfer and is heading back to Anchorhead, taking one of the lesser relics with him. Good riddance. He was a pain to work with. Still. Lyric's theory about an ancient infinite empire and a master alien species was fringe science at best, but some of his data makes sense. I'm going to run a new series of tests tomorrow, using a remote arm to open up the device. We'll see where it goes from there.
This is Director Antaean to all Zerka employees. Please listen and remain calm. A few minutes ago, we experienced a minor equipment failure in the main laboratory. As a precaution, we are initiating lockdown procedures. Do not attempt to override the system, so the computers will respond with force. Stay where you are, and you'll be alerted when the situation resolves.
Tas men jetzt gefulpa, gegal jestenti.
Huh?
Ibn frukta mi filter nama kapel. Bien tisere basamana.
We can talk when you're in Republic custody.
Habib Tegelere, Lili Bahura Bahije. Me bagadres pastiatan elbines for Costinti. Zinesti hidruli, das bruli fehed andangwa.
I'll bet you had it coming.
Ibn frukta mi filter nama kapel. Patukche yed mi big shuram, me atenatitemat.
We already have one empire too many. It hasn't won the war and neither will you.
Ilkor ketapa. Yerte emer zunandi, me kontias temeta. Habib Tegelere, Lili Bahura Bahije. Jahil Bestor Zikre.
Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. We could never have excavated this place without your help. Oh, we knew where the base was, but getting inside, ghastly work. And I should say, I'm delighted to finally meet you in person.
Do you want something from me, Luxende?
You see, when I was assigned to stop the Republic from finding this facility, I was intrigued by the Doomsday device. That my superiors told me to stay away only whet my appetite. I decided to take the device for myself.
You'd really disobey Zerka's orders?
I'd interpret them broadly, as you can with yours, perhaps. I'm offering a very large sum of credits, as well as rescinding the kill order on Camus, if you help me. Hand over the device, and the Republic never has to know. Tell Fowler you destroyed it. What do you say?
Does this answer your question?
Could you do that? Do you know what that thing was? What it was worth? Oh, now you've left me no choice. I'm going to have to kill you. Painfully.
Well, if it isn't my favorite soldier, you look like a mess. Must have been some fight.
Was there a base? Did you see the device?
Camus was worried that if you failed, it'd mean the end of the world.
Well, you saw Zerka's records!
Yeah, and I've been worried too, so catch your breath and let's hear it.
That device? It had an ancient creature trapped inside. It had gone insane, and I had to kill it.
You're kidding. I had no idea. But if it's settled, that's good enough for me.
So this is over? We're sure?
You'll still need to testify, Camus. The investigation of Zerka won't end here.
Get me to Coruscant, away from the Sand People and Zerka's cyborg assassins? I'll testify all you want.
You should know. Scanners picked up a Zerka ship fleeing the system. They're running scared now.
Too bad we couldn't bring down the entire company.
We stopped the device from hurting anyone. That's enough of a win. Anyway, I promised you payment. Don't ever say the SIS isn't grateful. Now take care of yourself and try not to get pulled back into these corporate schemes. Camus can tell you, they never really end.